arrival of their Comet jet flight from Munich and Athens.
Thank you. What is the nature of your visit, Mr. Packard?
My field is design. I've always wanted to study the antiquities in your museum.
You are engaged in a sort of research?
Well, you could call it that, yes.
Will you transact any business here? Sir?
What?
Will you transact any business here?
I doubt it.
If you change your mind, you understand, you will need the permission of the appropriate government agency.
I understand.
Your visa is for 30 days. Will that be enough?
More than satisfactory.
Thank you.
Go to the museum. That's all right.
Now we come to this corridor. Here you will see relics from the tombs of the pharaohs and their queens. Ramses, Tutankhamun, Queen Hatshepsut, Taya, Nefertiti. If you will please follow me this way. In here, you will find treasures which are beyond value. For here, history has remained alive. Look closely at this case. The jewelry contained in this case is 4,000 and 5,000 years old. Gold, sapphires, rubies, precious stones, all worked with breathtaking skill by artists who knew how best to set off their richness and delicacy. They are part of our heritage. The antiquities tell of those who have conquered Egypt and who in turn have been conquered. The Persians, the Greeks, the Romans once ruled here. The Copts ruled and were defeated by the Muslims. The Muslims were followed by Turks. For many races have jostled each other during the centuries in the valleys of the Nile. And each generation has left its mark, telling us of the kind of people our ancestors were. During our thousands of years of recorded history, Jupiter, Isis, and Zeus have been worshipped. Prayers and offers of devotion have been made to Allah and Jesus Christ. Man diminishes in size against the monument that is Egypt.
Welcome to Cairo, Major.
Thank you, my boy.
Yeah.
It's a splendid little chap, isn't he?
He's, not bad, is he?
Family man, eh?
Can I get you a drink?
Not at the moment, thanks.
Good luck. Well, do you have any passport trouble at the airport?
No. In the Munich jail, my cellmate, a fellow called Andreas, was an artist at reproductions. The passport was a simple matter for him. No trouble at all.
Look, Major, there's something I've got to tell you. In the last couple of years, things have changed a bit.
Oh, yes, well, prices have gone up all around.
No, I mean to me personally. You still intend to go through with your plan?
I haven't come here for my health.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid you'll have to count me out.
I see. Well, you put me on a bit of a spot.
Well, it's not that I don't want to help you. I mean, it's just that a lot of things have happened. I've got a family now.
Tell me, have you done well here in Cairo?
Oh, well, first not so hot. When you didn't turn up, I was stranded.
Yeah, well, that was force of circumstance.
Well, yeah, I realize that, but anyway, I survived. I got a job.
But have you done well?
Well, it's a living.
2 hours of your time, that's all I need, Willie. 2 hours. Your share is $25,000.
Major.
After that, you need never worry again. Go where you like, live as you want to.
Well,
Willie!
I'm out here, Marie. Marie, I'd like you to meet the Major.
How do you go?
How do you do?
Well, can I get you a drink?
No.
What the heck's getting into you?
You know what I said about him.
Yeah, never mind that. You don't have to be playing rude.
Tell him to go. I do not wish him in my house.
What do you mean, your house? It's my house. I'll decide.
Look, I'm awfully sorry. I wouldn't dream of imposing on you. I can see it's inconvenient. We'll talk later. Goodbye.
Major, just a minute. Look, I'm awfully sorry about that, Major.
Oh, she was only thinking about you. Loyalty should never be underestimated. So how about it?
Will you give me a little time to think it over, huh?
Okay.
What can I get you?
My contact is a man called Nicodemus.
Yeah, I know him.
Oh, good. Well, thanks for meeting me. Think about it, Willie. And don't underestimate $25,000 either. Think about it.
Willie? Willie, please.
Rien ne va plus. Plus rien. Numéro 6.
What's the matter? Why don't you knock before you come into my office? I put a lock on the door, then you'll have to knock. Well, what do you want?
A gentleman wants to see you. He calls himself Major.
I don't know any Major. Wait a minute. Are you sure you said Major?
We'll see you now, sir.
Oh, hello. Doing all right?
What do you want?
Accommodation?
This isn't a hotel.
No, but it would appear to be sanctuary. By the way, your cousin wishes to be remembered to you.
What cousin?
Andreas. He's still a guest of the government in Munich. I was his roommate.
So you are the Major. Oh, Major. Won't you sit down, Major? Do you care for a drink?
Well, I sort of got out of the habit behind walls, however.
You must excuse me for being careful, Major, but frankly, when you were
Delayed?
delayed, yes. I assumed, of course, that you've given up your plans here.
My dear fellow, when a plan is foolproof, time is of no consequence. And this one, you'll appreciate, is worth something in the neighborhood of $250,000.
What exactly, I mean, how do I come in?
I need cash. 25,000 in American dollars and a few thousand in Egyptian pounds as operating capital.
Dollars, it's not very easy to raise.
Well, I wasn't expecting you to provide it. I have someone else in mind.
Who?
Camel Kuchuk.
What do you know of Kuchuk?
He's in the import and export business, and that's vital to our plan. And the way to him is through you.
Yes, correct. That's funny. I never thought of Kuchuk in connection with this kind of plan. What? You'll never know. You sit right there. Excuse me, I'll be right back. Hurry, what do you want?
The man says if I want to play, I have to see you first.
How much do you owe?
200 pounds.
All right, your credit's good up to 300. That's the limit. Either you win or you pay me.
I always pay. I'm not scum.
Look, I only said...
I asked you for nothing. I get the money right away.
Ellie, listen, One day he'll explode into 1,000 pieces.
Who is he?
Oh, he's a little petty crook, crazy about roulette, crazy about drugs. My tables beat him and beat him. And he always comes back for more. He's not very clever. But with a gun, he's a dangerous man. Oh, Mr. Kuchuk is going to talk to us tonight. He's giving a dinner party at his villa, but he'll be somewhere else later on. He hangs his hats in many places.
Cards. So here your card.
Your identity card, please.
What happened?
A robbery at El Kahira Cafe.
Well, I need money.
Who doesn't? All right. How much?
200 pounds.
Nicodemus.
Yes.
Fat crook. Let him sweat.
You can't owe money to Nicodemus. He makes you out scum without even trying.
I wish to see your card, please.
Here, take this. And my cigarettes. Coffee?
We have met before. He's been in jail a couple of times, once for the possession of hashish. You still smoke?
No.
What do you know about the cafe robbery?
He doesn't know anything. He never does. Can't you see? He's harmless. A peasant.
I asked you.
I've been here all night. I don't know anything.
Hashish can get you 25 years in prison. Remember that.
Thanks. Only, next time, don't make me out so stupid.
No. The gun stays. Look, you. Go ahead. Hit me. I expect it. Prove you're stupid.
You know I wouldn't hit you.
When your head begins to boil, you would hit an old lady on crutches. Go home, Ali. Get to bed. Stay away from the bazaar and the police. I'll have the money for you tomorrow. I told you, no gun.
No, my cigarettes.
The door was open. I'm sorry. I was waiting for you.
If you're going to smoke, you've got to learn to carry matches. What are you crying about?
Nothing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ali. I don't know what I was thinking about bothering you at this time of night. I'll go.
You're in trouble.
Yes. You know, the belly dancer has to cover up here. Imagine, Taka, you know, the Turkish girl. She said, what kind of a belly dance is it if she had to cover up the belly? She wouldn't do it. Tonight the police came and closed us down. I didn't get paid.
Sit down. You have been locked out of your room?
No money, no room.
They're right.
Who's right?
A woman should be covered in front of a man.
You haven't always thought so with me. Ali, if it won't trouble you, could I stay a few days?
Stay if you like. But it doesn't mean anything, you understand? Nothing.
But the museum must be the most heavily guarded place in the whole of Cairo.
Yes, it is, except where we're going to strike. The soft spot is an old sewage tunnel here. There's a trap large enough for a man to get through. It'll take him 6 minutes to get to the air conditioning room, and from there back to the back entrance where we'll be waiting for him. The whole operation is timed to take exactly 32 minutes.
How will the jewelry be taken out of the country?
By me, with the help of your export house, to your office in Istanbul.
And then? Those are antiques. Who will take them?
There are those who like antiquities, as a miser likes gold, to hoard them in private. They'll pay any price for them.
I see. Perhaps I'm just thinking. If I decide to come into this, I might handle the proceeds myself.
What? You, Mr. Kuchu?
I know some very substantial men who might not be averse if properly approached. Oh, very respectable men, I might add. Well, let me see what I can do within the next few days. That won't make much difference to your plans, I imagine.
Well, no, not at all. Except that, just having come out of jail, I'm a little short of cash.
No problem there. Nicodemus here will advance you anything you need, won't you? And find you a safe place to stay.
Just leave it to me.
Well, that about covers it.
Yeah. Tell me, what's it like, a man of your taste, spending time in prison?
Oh, not too bad. I'm not altogether without inner resources, you know.
Oh, yes.
And the prison authorities were very pleased with me because I taught a class in English.
Well, I'm afraid I would not make a model prisoner.
After this, it's South America for me.
Ah, gauchos, tangos, and sunshine, eh?
No, simple lechery is more what I had in mind. Well, it's been pleasant.
Good night, Mr. Kuchu.
Good night.
I had a bad dream. I always have bad dreams.
Better now?
Have you finished your work?
Yes. Why don't you go to bed?
Can't I please stay with you for a while? Don't you love me anymore?
Of course.
As much as ever?
Certainly. Now, go to bed. Gatas, Kuchuk here. I have a job for you. No, nothing like that. I have some 40,000 pounds in outstanding debts. Come to my villa in the morning and I'll give you a list of the people who owe me money. I need the money, I need it now, and I need it in cash. Is that clear? Good night.
I've made some coffee. It's a message from Karim. He has something for you. You were dreaming.
How do you know?
You were talking in your sleep.
What did I say?
It was all mixed up, but you said something about sugarcane.
Yes, I remember the dream. I was carrying a big load on my back. And my father was there and my grandfather too. And they said it was too heavy for me. But I said I could manage it, and I did. They were very pleased with me.
Did something happen like that when you were a boy?
I stole some hashish once and smoked it. My father found me lying out in the field. I was sick.
It's nice to hear your laugh.
Land we had was good. Then one year, the cotton crop failed. And my father died. We lost everything we had. My brother and I swore we would get it back one day.
I never had a decent home.
£500 is all I need. Nearly had it once. On a big run at Nicodemus' place. Nearly had it.
Drink your coffee.
My luck will change. It must. Yes, it must. When it does, I'm going to buy a small truck. I'm going to go back there and I'm going to buy the farm and the one next to it as well. And I'm going to grow sugarcane again and cotton. When I get back there, I'm going to take a bath in the Nile and wash all this filthy city of dirt off me.
This place needs a good clean. How can you live like this?
What is it?
Mr. Gatas is here, sir. Saida.
Ah, yes. All right, Ahmed. What news have you for me?
A few promises. I may get part.
I don't want any promises. I want cash.
Now, what's your problem?
I'm bankrupt. It's a plain and simple fact. Finished. Bankrupt.
You bankrupt? What about all this?
The irony is I have an opportunity to get out from under. I've been asked to finance a scheme worth more than $250,000.
What kind of scheme?
The Tutankhamun jewels from the museum. The risk involved for me is nil. The plan worked out by this major is foolproof.
And your share?
1/3.
Uh-huh.
What if I knew of a way to get the lot?
Go on.
I could tell him I myself would act as fence, promise him cash on delivery. But when the time came, I wouldn't have any cash.
How wrong can I be? Here I was worrying about your nerves.
All I need is 25,000 American dollars and a few Egyptian pounds. And I haven't got it.
If I helped you raise it, what's my cut?
10%.
Not enough. A third.
All right, a third. But where would you find...
Nicodemus. He's got it. I happen to know. And I know how he got it. I'm sure I could persuade him.
Count it. Why should I? I believe you. Count it. Why should you be angry? There's no reason.
You talk to me like scum in front of a stranger.
Okay, did I mean it? Did I mean it? No, I drink a little, I talk a little.
You drink too much, and you talk too much.
Listen, Ali. All right, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Don't you ever make a mistake? Well, Major, come in. I want you to meet a friend of mine, Mr. Major.
Yes, we met yesterday.
The wine you had last night, it come from his part of the country.
We don't grow wine in my part of the country.
Now, where do you come from?
A village on the Nile on the way to Luxor. Someday I'll go back there. Have my own place.
I wish you luck.
Thank you.
Oh, peasant. All nerves like a pregnant cat.
Well, perhaps a gambling debt is a point of honor with him. Oh, by the way, this is Willie.
How are you?
Oh, yes. Well, few questions first, eh? After all, there's a lot of money going to him. How do I know he's got the experience?
You can take my word for it. He has.
The deal was for 20,000 American, right?
No, 25.
25 was the figure we agreed on.
10 down, right?
15.
15. Pay him.
What's making you sweat, mate?
Money makes me sweat, that's all. That's the way I am.
Now then, as to the gunman. I'm a stranger here. What about your friend Ali?
He's a small-time little cafes, little shops.
Yes, but how good is he with a gun?
Well, he got a medal during the war, regimental pistol champion, but he's on drugs now.
Well, drugs needn't exclude him. I liked him.
Well, we can get him for very little.
A man should be paid what the job is worth.
What, 1,000 for a peasant?
Look here. Is this your money or Kuchuk's?
What difference does it make? Mr. Kuchuk can't have a transaction like this appearing on his books.
Well, then he can't object to my selection of the personnel or how much we pay them. We'll settle on Ali. Now then, what about the driver?
Well, there's a man friend of Ali's who runs a coffee shop down in the bazaar.
Shall we call on him?
Major. Kerim. Kerim.
What do you want?
Coffee. A little chat.
They tell me you're a reliable driver.
I can drive a car. Yes, why?
Perhaps you could borrow a taxi for an evening.
What for?
500 pounds.
£1,000. It's what I've always wanted. Now I'll be able to buy the farm.
What you have to do, will it be dangerous?
No.
I must go now. Thanks for letting me stay.
Well, I'll come with you.
You don't have to.
Well, I was going out anyway.
Tell me about the job you've got.
At the Cleopatra Club. It's not much of a club, but I'm not much of a singer.
Where will you stay?
I have one of the rooms above the club. They keep a few for us. Some of the girls stay there.
They do more than just stay there, don't they, the girls?
Your place is clean now. Why don't you keep it that way?
They have business on the side.
They have to live, don't they?
Will you live like the other girls?
Would it make any difference to you?
You need some money?
I have enough.
Well, you better have some more.
No, Ali, thank you. And I won't bother you again.
I'll see you before I go home.
Nitro's got a mind of its own. One decent bump and a lot of us will go up.
Ali? Willie? Minutes. Major, are you superstitious?
No, why?
Well, what we're doing. They say that to touch anything of the pharaohs is unlucky.
Old wives' tales. What do you know about Kuchu?
Not much. He was involved in some drug scandal last year. The customs official was arrested, but nothing was ever proved.
I'm not sure that I trust him. He might have difficulty collecting.
If he's got it, we'll collect it.
There's a guard on duty. He should have left 15 minutes ago. Must you smoke those things? How's your boy? And what's his name again?
John?
John.
Oh, he's all right. He's got a bit of a temperature, but then these days that doesn't matter much, does it?
What about Marie? Did you tell her?
No. No, I thought it best to tell her later, when it's over.
How much more time do you need?
Almost ready. Here goes.
Alarms are going off all over the square.
That blast must have shaken up the central circuit.
They're so close now, I'd hate to quit.
Finish it.
It's all right with me.
What about Kelly? Don't worry about him.
I said I want you to take me to the pyramid.
And I said I'm busy.
Oh, no, you're not. You've got no passengers.
Police are in the square, coming this way.
All right, let's get to the back door.
Forget it.
I want to go to the prison. Have you taken me to the prison? Because that's what I want to do. Go away. Hey? Come on. Go away. I don't understand. All I ask is after all. Excuse me. I want to report something to the authorities. I asked them to take this me 1 second. There's a motion to take me in.
How bad is it?
It's bad. It's in the guts.
I'll take him to a doctor.
No. No. I want to go home. Take me home.
It's 12:30. They should be here unless there was trouble. Everything went well? Oh, gentlemen, this is Mr. Gattas. He's been most helpful to me in this matter. Sit down, gentlemen. Drink?
No, thank you.
Do you mind if I look?
No, no. You're entitled to a look, naturally. There you are.
Magnificent.
Convinced?
Of course. But there's never been any question in my mind, knowing your reputation, Major. A mere matter of curiosity, no more. The appraisal is likely to exceed...
Good. Well, you won't think I'm impolite if I ask to see your money.
Well, gentlemen, at this moment, I must say I'm a little embarrassed.
You haven't got it?
Oh, yes, I have. I mean, I have the assurance of it.
But you haven't actually got it.
Not in my hands, no. But it's promised from an unimpeachable source. I am sorry. But it was only this evening that I discovered that we moved too fast. And then it was too late to do anything about it.
Yes, but we moved on your word.
The fact is, it only needs a few more days to raise it.
Well, a few more days could mean a life sentence for me. I was planning to leave tonight.
I quite understand. But I have a solution for that.
Oh?
That is to say, if you put yourself in my hands. If you don't, there's nothing I can do about it.
What are you trying to say?
It's dangerous for you to carry those jewels around.
You want me to leave them with you, is that it?
Why not? The police won't be looking for me. And I assure you I can find a secure place for you until I make the transaction. But as I said, it's up to you. Take the jewels if you like. I'd advise against it.
I don't think they believe you. I knew what you were going to say. And I don't believe you either. No. You, up. And you, throw the case on the floor. Over here by my feet. And be careful how you throw it.
What is there, Alec?
Give it to him. There's nothing else to do. You all right?
No, Ali, no.
He's only killed. If the police get to him.
He's in no position to talk. Is there any way at all that you can get the money?
No. Rachel, we must go.
No, be patient, Ali. I haven't spared this man's life because I'm a lover of humanity. But as it stands, what's in this case is just so much junk.
There is nothing I can do.
Yes, there is. Go to the government.
Government?
Tell them they can have their jewels back for £200,000. But if they don't pay up within 48 hours, the jewels will be melted down and lost forever.
They'll never listen.
They will to you.
But they'll suspect me.
Of course they will. But you can use your ample skills and duplicity. You really have no choice, have you? Now look. Take this. And don't move on anything until you hear from me. Remember, you might have been lying there with your friend. You better clean up after us. Now, you need a doctor. Why don't you get your friend Karim to take you one?
No, Doctor. I'll be all right. The bullet went straight through. It will heal by itself. One dead, two wounded, a case full of jewelry that's worthless. That's a nice...
Hello? Yes?
Get the major out of the bazaar. The police are looking for him.
Scare him. Police are coming through the bazaar.
Show me your papers, please.
Hello?
Go to the necropolis. My cousin Osman is the guardian of Ali Mansour's family too. He'll hide you. Nobody ever comes looking for people in the cemetery.
I will find him. How's Willie?
Bad. A bullet in the stomach. The doctor did what he could. Here they are now. Get out, Ali. They'll be in Nicodemus's place in a few minutes.
It's genuine, no doubt about it.
And you got it from Kuchuk?
It arrived at his house this morning. No message, nothing. He was bewildered until he got a phone call. A voice he didn't recognize told him he was to act as intermediary with us.
And what did they say?
They want 200,000 pounds cash in 48 hours. Or they melt down the jewelry.
I suggest to call Kuchuk back and tell him there will be a meeting. Tell him it looks hopeful, but you must have time.
But these jewels are beyond price.
What kind of a fool would I look if I allowed the government to be blackmailed?
If they melt them down, could you replace them?
I'm a policeman, not an Egyptologist. Please, sir, ask the minister to talk to Kuchuk and ask him to stall. I must have time, as much time as you can give me.
This is quite a shock.
His body was found in the river this morning. He had been shot. We found a list of names in his pocket. On your business note paper. Do you know who these people are?
This is a list of people who owed me money. Gatas did odd jobs for me. He tried to collect the debts for me.
The doctor says he was killed about 1 or 2 o'clock this morning, about the time the museum was robbed. We thought there might be a connection.
Gatas was incapable of robbery.
Could you give us an account, sir, of your movements last night?
Of course I could, yes, but it would be embarrassing. Is it necessary?
I'm afraid so.
At my age, I dislike to make this admission. A young lady, her name is Bamba, is living on my small houseboat on the Nile. I went to see her at 11:30, and then I stayed on. She will confirm this. But please use your discretion if it serves no purpose.
I appreciate your embarrassment, sir.
And if you need further help, please call me. Saida.
Saida.
Hello, Bamba. Bamba, listen. You might get a visit from the police.
Where were you last night?
At home?
Any witnesses?
I live alone.
You are a friend of Ali Hassan?
I know him.
Where was he last night?
Have you ever seen this man? You have seen him before, haven't you?
No, sir.
But he was seen in the bazaar, where you have a coffee shop.
Many people come into the bazaar and my shop. I've never seen this man.
All right. That's all.
I can go?
Things have never been good for me, but you've had advantages, Major. What made you choose this life?
My father was a painfully honest man, and at the age of 7 I vowed not to be like him. I rather gather I've succeeded.
So you end up here, in the city of the dead. Remember? The curse of the pharaohs.
Smoking those things makes you morbid. Why do you drug, Ali?
Please, please. I would do any kind of favor for Kerim, but with this picture in the paper, how can I...
Kuchuk has talked. I was right. I should have finished him.
What does the paper say?
That the police know you're in Cairo, and you're wanted for questioning about the robbery.
Well, then Kuchuk didn't talk. Otherwise, they wouldn't be just after me.
But that's your picture in the paper. How would they know?
Someone in the department made a good guess, that's all.
We'll never get the money now.
That remains to be seen. But you're right about one thing, though. We mustn't stay here.
First change those clothes. Can you find a galabear for the Major?
Yes, I know a place. Trust me, I'll speak to no one.
Where are you going?
We're going home.
Where do you live?
Shira El Agoza.
All right. Wait! Just a moment. Let's have a look at your face.
was looking for you at your place. The police were there asking questions about the museum. Did you have anything to do with that,
Some towels and water.
All right. I'll get some.
You're making a mistake. There was no gambling here. Why don't you stop them? I can explain this if you would only let me.
Explain it to him.
You look like a reasonable man. You listen to me, please. Just for one moment, please.
Been years in planning, everything down to the last detail. And then what? Alarms go off senselessly. A gun fires of its own will. And then just now, if we'd gone 15 paces either side, we wouldn't have run into that policeman. Stupid. Just plain stupid.
Ali? Isn't he the one in the paper?
Do what I ask.
I tell you what I was going to do. I was putting out all those tables in there, and then I was coming to see you for you to grant a license for me to run them.
A license I have no power to grant?
Yes, of course, I know that, but things change and people change, and maybe one day the time will come when a license would be granted. Please don't close me up. Please don't close me up. Please don't close me up. You send me to jail and deport me to Greece, and I can't go back to Athens.
What do you know about this man? Your head waiter said that he'd been here. Well?
It isn't going to be easy getting out of Cairo.
Amina will be here in a few minutes. You'll tell us what she has arranged.
Look, Ali, how about coming with me? First to Paris and then to South America.
No thanks, Major. I'm going home.
Then would you mind financing my trip? As far as Paris. £100 should cover it.
Of course. Here.
Oh, very generous. Would you take one of these in payment?
Oh, what would I do with it? Nobody here will touch them.
He's all right. The brother of a friend of mine. He will take you to a cafe on the river. A man will take you in a boat to Alexandria. And the boatman will introduce you to the captain of a cargo ship headed for Marseille.
We'll meet again.
Bye, and thank you.
He'll be all right. He's not afraid.
Your wound, it's hurting again. I'll get you something. Here. Take them all. They'll stop the pain.
We are looking for a man called Willie Roberts.
Yes?
I am the Commandant of Police.
Yes, what can I do for you?
I have a warrant for your arrest for complicity in robbery and murder.
Better come inside.
I'm not easily intimidated by absurd accusations, whatever the sort.
Get the young lady.
Yes, sir.
Before you say anything, you may be interested to know that your friend Nicodemus has signed a confession. Sit down. Repeat the statement this young lady made to you yesterday afternoon.
She said that Mr. Kuchuk arrived here at the houseboat at 11:30 and stayed until 3 o'clock in the morning.
Is that the statement you made?
Yes, sir.
Is it true?
Well, tell him the truth.
What I said yesterday was, well, it was not...
No more lies this time, or you can go to prison. Get a new statement from her. Have her sign it.
I am sorry. I tried.
I'd like to call my lawyer, if you have no objections.
No objections.
In the bedroom, I'd like to be alone. Though I understand if you want to come with me.
If you try to leave, you won't get very far.
No. I know.
What's the matter?
I'm good.
Ali, I'm frightened. The police are out there.
Waited all these years. I've got to go home.
Let me come with you.
You're from the city. There's no place for you.
Please, Ali, please. You're hurt. I can drive.
They want me because I killed a man. You know what it means.
I want to be with you. You can't go without me. I won't let you.
understand you. I never did. All right. Get your things.
Why don't you let me drive for a while?
No. You don't know the way.
Is it much farther? Help me, please. We need a doctor. Are you the doctor?
I am.
Please.
We must get him inside.
I have given him some glucose and some antibiotics. Could be peritonitis. Maybe secondary hemorrhage as well. How did it happen?
He was hurt in an accident
When was this?
a few days ago. Is it bad?
What's that needle? Let me talk to the commandant. This is Dr. Hamdi. I drink. I'm thirsty.
Lie down, Ali. Lie down. I'll get you water.
Commandant? I have a man here with a septic gunshot wound. He answers the description, yes.
this condition, he won't get very far.
Start on the road. Take the square. You work down that way to the river bank. Cover the back streets as well. I see your car. Major Pickering?
Yes.
Will you come with us, please?
Of course.
Land. They let my land go dry. The crops will fail again. It needs more water. Get to the water. I must give the crops more water. Water.